welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Gumbo Talk Thursday with the ladies, and we are here to open your mind. Good morning, y'all. I'm excited. I'm sitting here dancing in the studio because Terry is in the studio with us this morning, and she's like jamming to our new theme music.
I love it. It's just so finger popping, and it makes you want to move. It's exciting.
Did you hear the story behind it?
No. What was the
Long story short, we did a y'all know that we did a contest.
Right.
Wait, did somebody write this locally?
Yes.
Who wrote it?
This is Trumpet Black's song, and he actually passed away about 8 months ago. So his brother submitted the song to be the theme music. But here's the deal: before he passed away, he put together this album, and he told his brother, "I think this is going to be one of our hits."
Oh my word!
I was like, that was nothing but divine intervention for everything.
Totally.
And as I put this out there, Trumpet Black's trumpet was stolen from his funeral. So if anybody knows about it, please call the police.
No way.
Yes, isn't that crazy? Yes.
No way someone stole his
Somebody has his trumpet sitting in their living room somewhere just looking at it. They can't even play it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. This may give it back to his family.
He should haunt them.
They should. I know he should haunt them. That is absolutely awesome.
I mean, I have to say, as a professional musician, that's pains my heart.
It actually is.
It may not be the great value. It may not be the most expensive trumpet, but if you steal something that is beyond sentimental for somebody who's passed away,
right? And they stole it from his funeral.
Wait, that is just cruel. That's not even. There's nothing you can say. That's truly cruel. That's emotionally cruel.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's over the top.
So if anyone has any information, somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody and knows something about it. So please call, the authorities. Give the trumpet back, y'all.
That's awful. I mean, people do talk. So I hope in this situation they talk. And that's what's going to bring the trumpet back to the family, I pray.
Can I say something funny? Even though this is such a serious topic, when I die, if somebody wants to steal a harp, let them have it.
If somebody steals your harp, put them on their back and swirl down the street.
Have the cameras ready. Take pictures and put them in the casket with me because I want to take those with me to the next world. Okay.
Right.
That is so funny.
There's no way they could steal a harp. The size of those things, I'm still amazed by the fact
that you carry it.
Yeah, tiny Rachel.
No, but I gotta say,
if y'all have to see Rachel, she's very small and petite. How tall are you? 5'1".
Yeah, and like a size 2.
Right. I can't. The fact that you carry the
harp is
ginormous,
amazing. Right?
All right. Well,
speaking of things that were ginormous and that are no longer ginormous, I'm going to give you, from the Associated Press this morning, these are things that you should know starting your day on January 20th. Really important, impactful things.
Okay.
Things that used to be ginormous that aren't.
Okay.
Gas prices. Aren't y'all excited?
It's not,
they said the stock markets are tripping right now. And that's why they keep slumping because investors are worried that low oil prices mean that there's not that much demand for fuel.
Wait,
I'm excited about it.
All it means is I can drive my car and I lost all my money. So what's that all about?
Yeah, you lose all your money, but you can drive your car.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, I was driving in and I saw at Chef in America Street, gas price at the pump there. I think it's called Discount Zone or something like that.
Yeah.
$1.43 a gallon.
Are you
I called
serious?
Kurt.
Wait,
I called Kurt. I said,
wait,
Kurt,
you think it's going to go to 99 cents anytime?
No, there is one. There is one across the river. There is.
Shut the door.
You're gonna make wait.
No way.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Wait, it's probably mixed with water. It's probably mixed with water.
Don't say that. Wait, I'm about to pull it up. One of my friends, shout out to David Higgins, he put a picture up yesterday and look. Okay. Valero, 99 cents. And I'm going to tell you where it is in 2 seconds. Yes. Lapalco across from Higgins High School.
My word, 99 cents.
99 cents. Look, I'll show you the picture.
Wait, I hope all those kids that go to Higgins get gas.
Love it.
I know. So even if you have to drive across the river to get the 99 cent gas, y'all, there is 99 cent gas.
No longer have to pay a toll. So that's something
that
no longer exists. How about that?
So you get a whole nother gallon. No, that theory didn't work.
When you do your financial show this week, perhaps you should discuss this from another perspective.
Yeah, we'll get Ken Barnes to explain why.
I mean, Louisiana is an oil-dependent economy, so the gasoline may be cheap, but we're going down the tubes here.
Speaking of my number two things to talk about for today. 2015 was the hottest by wide margin on Earth, the hottest year. From a baked Alaska to Christmas in July, last year was the warmest year on record by far, up 1.6%.
I can believe that. I mean, why do you think the Pope is talking about,
climate change, right?
Yes. And I mean, if the Pope is he not getting this message that, we don't know about?
Yes.
That's telling, look.
Actually, we're all feeling it. We're just
he's actually a shepherd. And what do shepherds do? They go out and they spread the word. Mm-hmm. They bring the message.
Exactly.
So he brought the message. So we need to do something about that.
And if Louisiana has been so oil and gas dependent, obviously we're sitting on it. But should we be looking at other alternatives, different energy sources?
Sure.
To make sure that that industry isn't just given away to someone else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What else is
can I just add one thing that
Sure.
actually might be useful to our listeners?
Yes.
There's this app on phones called Gas Buddy.
Mm-hmm. Really?
And you just push you download the app, and then you push the center button, and wherever you are, it tells you, like, within a certain radius, it tells you where all the cheapest gas is in, like, New Orleans.
So feeling
So if you're really looking for that 99-cent gas and you don't want to go across the river, if you want to just see what the prices are around town, and it has Sam's and Costco, everybody.
Really?
In it. Yeah.
So if y'all know where the cheap gas is, give us a call. 504-260-9265. 504-260-9265. And that's, if you know where cheap gas is, if you want to join the conversation, please give us a call.
Or they can download the app that Rach talked about, Gas Buddy.
Yes, Gas Buddy.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's great.
Cool.
I use it all the time.
Wow. And speaking, if anyone is associated with Gas Buddy, they need to sponsor now since we put them out there like that, right?
No kidding. Right?
The nor'easter is
point.
getting set to blow. I know, Rachel, you're from the north, but, talking about this weather, it's about to get cold. It's about to get stacked with snow, and y'all about to get stuck inside.
Well, look, all my relatives live up in the Northeast. I'm talking to him yesterday. My son, he tells me, he wears under, what do you call it, like liner, thermal liner pants.
Mm-hmm. Those really work.
And then he wears pants over. They're wearing everything that they own.
They can't, right?
You know what I mean? Everything you own. Basically, just like, just put it all on, and then put on the snowsuit on top of it. So,
right. Oh, my goodness.
It's just going to be absolutely miserable, and I can only say that I made a wise decision
you moved down
40
here.
years ago to move here, because I don't want to be any part of it.
Absolutely.
It's bad. It's really bad.
It's bad.
The only thing good is for the kids is they get snow days.
I'm sure they're
You know how we get days for like
yeah.
hurricane days or whatever? They get snow days.
Wow.
So I think they're going to get beaucoup snow days.
Yes, since Cindy's not here, beaucoup, her word.
I have to say it her way. Beaucoup,
Yeah,
beaucoup snow days.
What do y'all think about this? The Buffalo Bills have made NFL history. Catherine Smith has been hired as the Bills' special teams quality control coach, becoming the first full-time female member of an NFL coaching staff. Who dat to the Buffalo Bills?
Now they're doing something positive.
We have women all over. Right. They need our point of view on the field.
Now they're doing something positive. Come on, think about it. We make, decisions that are sort of, heartfelt. We know that this is the best suited thing. Some men put calculations that really shouldn't be there into some decisions they make. So maybe this will change things, and hopefully so.
I am probably not the best person. I watch football. I love football. I can sit there and tell you, but the schemes and stuff, no. So I'm probably, we'll have to get Ro Brown to talk about this.
Yeah, but in my lifetime, I remember when there were no women sportscasters or anything in sports.
Right.
And I remember how much fun they made of the first few women. I mean, they were very attractive women, but they really brutalized them. And now I listen to some of these women sportscasters. They seem far more knowledgeable than some of the men sitting
absolutely.
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
they are.
I realized in my lifetime I've watched it be from zero, absolutely zero, to. So I guess it's great that it's slow progress, but it's still moving forward. So that's a good thing.
I agree. So this should change the dynamic, hopefully, as the sports industry.
We hope so. We're breaking barriers in every other aspect. I would just personally like to get paid equally. I mean, I hope she's being paid equally. Speaking of it.
I would hope.
But
hopefully also that, they'll notice that they have more viewers for their games that watch because she is the first female coach, and it will spur the economy to sort of fund whatever it is that school, that team is going through. I don't know. It could be a chain ball effect. I'm hoping for that because we need more women in jobs like that.
And I think it'll bring more female viewers to the NFL, period.
Period. I think so because she is a female coach and who wouldn't want to see I know I'm going to watch her.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely.
Look, probably lots of women are going to watch the Buffalo Bills because there's a woman there.
I will.
Yeah.
Even if
hey, how about the tennis thing where they're saying there were all these payoffs?
Oh, I know. Isn't that
in the professional tennis circuit?
Tell me more.
Well, I wish I really knew more about it, but I kept hearing about it on the news that they're making all these accusations about bribes and stuff, asking people to throw games.
Right.
And all these big-time players are saying, they didn't accept the bribes, but they're talking about who they've been approached by and for what games and everything. So I think it's going to turn into a much bigger story now.
We'll have to follow the story.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And give an update on next Gumbo Talk Thursday when we get all in the stew.
Tennis seems like it's supposed to be so genteel and, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's really depressing if you think about it.
Sometimes when you close your eyes, if you listen to the game, I don't want you to use your imagination.
Right.
What? I don't
you know
even
what
get
I'm
it.
talking about.
I don't. I swear I don't.
You know what I'm talking about. How they have complained about, certain players who grunt.
The noises they make.
I'm just looking at them like, what
I'm
is
serious.
wrong with you?
There have been controversies over female players, especially
the Williams sisters.
Yes, exactly.
Particularly.
That's my point. See, you didn't even know, but there's
Well,
been
here you're supposed to be sitting
really
at Wimbledon with like some Pim's cup and strawberries and cream, and it's so you're like, who they paying off to throw the game? That's ridiculous.
Right.
Speaking of throwing things out of the system, and sometimes we reel them back in. Did you know that we really may have a ninth planet after all? They kicked out Pluto a couple years ago. And, when I was teaching my son the planets, I was like, wait, Pluto's not a planet anymore,
Kicked it out?
Yeah, Pluto's not a planet anymore. But now they're saying, yep.
What is it?
Are you serious?
Is it a star?
That was maybe 9, maybe.
Yeah, but that mnemonic
7,
thing
9 years
I
ago.
memorized as a kid to remember the names.
Exactly.
Right. I got to
Mercury,
relearn it
Venus,
now?
Earth, Mars,
you got to relearn it. Wow.
So, and Aiden was like, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
So what's Pluto?
It's not a planet.
Well, what is it?
It's a star, I believe. But guess what? Now they actually may have a ninth planet. That's what scientists are presenting good evidence for a long hypothesized planet X. It's likely a gas giant almost as big as the nearest planetary neighbor, Neptune. So how do you just miss that? Well, I guess it is.
I hope they name it with a P word so I can keep my mnemonic device.
Right. Yeah, why didn't we just name it with a P word? So we won't be so confused.
Might as well. But,
wow.
Yep. They keep taking stuff from us and we're going to bring it back.
Yep.
Amazing.
And long story short, with our things that you should know today, they once thought this was unthinkable, but we really have to start looking at the Democratic race because Bernie Sanders is really pulling, his weight. But here's the opposite side of that. He's from that part of the region, so obviously he's going to have more backing there. But he could win both Iowa and New Hampshire and still, Hillary Clinton run away with everything else. I'm not saying everything else, but she could still run away with it. So I'm like, do you really feel like them putting this much attention on those first two states is, going to balance it out? Because I'm like,
yeah, it's,
you know what I mean? I think I don't want to say it's a lot of hype because obviously, those caucuses, February 1st?
Yep.
And they have a lot of people who pay attention to it. But I just kind of feel like a lot of the states, and maybe that's because I'm from Louisiana and paying attention to politics here, I feel like we're left out of the loop. They're like, oh, those
because
are just
ours
the last
is so
ones.
late, and they don't pay any attention to us.
I know.
Nobody cares how we vote.
Right.
They don't. I mean, basically, it's a Republican state. All of our what are they called? The electoral votes go Republican, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
it's really a sad thing. I am so for one man, one vote. I think the Electoral College should be completely abolished, and every citizen who is entitled to vote should vote, and their vote should count specifically for the candidate they want it to count for, not for somebody who votes on your behalf.
Well, let's see if our votes for our favorite TV show work out. What do you think?
Good.
We have the winners and the losers for 2015. If you're a TV, fanatic and you love your shows, make sure that you stay tuned because I'm going to tell you if your shows are going to be back on or if they're not going to be back on, if they made the winners or the losers list.
Wow.
So stay tuned after the break. What's your favorite TV show? Don't tell me now. We're going to find out after the break. This is Eileen. This is Good Life. This is Gumbo Talk Thursday. We'll be right back.
When it it comes to tuxedos, Millennium Limousines and Tuxedo Rentals has an array of the hottest, most current styles and colors for you. Tony Bow, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and more. There's 3 important decisions: selection, price, and proper fit. And Millennium Limos and Tuxedo Rentals gives you all 3. Come by today and take advantage of our $59 special. That's right. For only $59, you can be ready for the Mardi Gras revelry this season. Getting married? Rent 8 or more tuxedos and get half off of your limousine transfer. Don't wait. Call or come by today. Millennium Limousine and Tuxedo Rental, 3024 John Lafitte Parkway, 504-377-8628. That's 504-377-8628. Don't waste your time going from place to place. Millennium Limousines and Tuxedo Rentals has everything you need. Millennium Limousine and Tuxedo Rentals, 3024 John Lafitte Parkway, 504-377-8628. That's 504-377-8628. Art Beats and Lyrics hosts its second gathering at the Howling Wolf, Friday, January 22nd from 7 p.m. to midnight. ABL combines various art mediums featuring musical guests: Scarface, Rich Medina, DJ Wally Sparks, DJ Rockaway, Nesby Phipps, and the work crew. For free RSVP, please visit ablradio.com and follow at ABL Radio on all social media platforms.
Good Laugh Relationship Tuesday is going up on a Friday. Sets off at Bullets, 2441 AP Toro, January 29th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at thegoodlaugh.brownpapertickets.com. thegoodlaugh.brownpapertickets.com. The Good Laugh Relationship Tuesday, going up on a Friday, is presented by the Good Life Radio Show, featuring Stand Up Nola, combining Relationship Tuesday with the crew, Eileen, Uche, Brian, Henry, and Ty, and Friday's The Good Laugh Comedy Hour with comedians Tony Frederick, Matt Owens, and CJ Hunt. The Good Laugh is comic relations. Buy your tickets online now. thegoodlaugh.brownpapertickets.com. thegoodlaugh.brownpapertickets.com. Come hear what really goes on during commercial breaks. Come get your relationship questions answered live. Stand Up Nola will say everything we can't say on air. The Good Laugh Relationship Tuesday, going up on a Friday at Bullets, 2441 AP Toro, January 29th at 7 p.m. Tickets are going fast, so purchase online now at thegoodlaugh.brownpapertickets.com.
This is Darrell Hall over at Peak Mountain Technology Solutions. One of the questions we get asked often is, how should a company go about protecting its computer systems environment from viruses or cyber attacks? For starters, it is important to adopt a few habits to help protect your computer systems. For example, use strong passwords for logging into computers. Passwords should not be something that are easily guessed by someone else. If you need to leave your computer or tablet for any length of time while at work, place it in lock mode or shut the computer's power down. Use caution when clicking on attachments or web links received through email from people you don't know. And don't click on pop-up ads from websites unless you have a reason to trust that site. And use virus protection software. On behalf of Peak Mountain Technology Solutions, this has been your Computer Technology Minute. For more information on how we can help protect your computer environment, give us a call at 504-355-8400 or visit us online at peakmountain-techsolutions.com.
Gentili Italian Pie is home to the $5 Family Happy Hour. Specials on pizza, wings, and drinks Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Gentili Italian Pie does fresh for the entire family. Salads, pizza, pasta, wings, and oven-baked sandwiches. Gentili Italian Pie offers lunch and dinner in a new, modern atmosphere surrounded by big screen TVs. Dine in or carry out by calling 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. Relax. Have a drink from the fully stocked bar or beer on tap while your order is made from the freshest ingredients. Gentili Italian Pie, 4706 Paris Avenue, is home where everybody knows your name. So bring the family to Paris and Marabout for the $5 Family Happy Hour, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Gentili Italian Pie. Dine in or carry out. 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. You gotta try the pie. That's the original Italian pie, located at Paris and Marabout in Gentili.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit?
Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
You are now listening to the radio station that's keeping it real. WBOK 1230 AM, where it's real talk for real time.
Welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Gumbo Talk Thursday with the ladies, and we're here to open your mind. Speaking of living the good life, I have the winners and the losers for 2016. All of our favorite shows. I know a lot of you out there love your favorite TV shows. Some people rush home to watch them, sit in front of them, DVR them, save them so you can like snuggle in your bed all the weekend and like watch them nonstop and have a marathon. But there's some that aren't going to make it, and there's some that will.
Well, let's do the bad news first.
Oh, I have a lot of bad news.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see. The bad news.
Top 3.
First. Oh, I was going to give it to you by your favorite, by your channels. That's how it's broken down. Broken down by channels.
Okay.
So let's see. For all of those people who like to Netflix and chill, the canceled shows from Netflix are Derek, Hemlock Grove, and The Fall. The Fall is actually ending this season. And from NBC, the ones that did not make it are AD, The Bible Continues, Allegiance, American Odyssey, Best Time Ever with Neil Patrick Harris, Coach, Hannibal. I saw that one all the time. I didn't watch it, but I saw like the
promos?
Yeah, the promos for it. Mr. Robinson, The Player. Good. No more The Player. The Slap. I didn't like The Slap. I never saw it, but I didn't like their promos anyway. Welcome to Sweden and Heroes Reborn. Let's see. What is cut off for ABC? ABC, Blood and Oil, Rookie Blue, The Whispers, Wicked City, The Astronaut Wives Clubs. I don't know these anyway. CBS, maybe that's why they're canceled.
Yeah, right.
The Briefcase. Wait, CSI Crime Scene Investigation is canceled.
Wow.
Extant. Mike and Molly they are ending. Their last episode is to be determined, and Under the Dome. And on Fox, what's being canceled is American Idol. It's their last season. That's the end of a long thing. Knock Knock Live, Minority Report, and Weird Learners. And if you are a CW watcher, Beauty and the Beast is ending in 2016, and America's Next Top Model has been canceled. And last but not least, ABC has canceled The Brink and Looking. So, that's it. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I have another one. And other cable streams that are notable. The Awesomes on Hulu has been canceled. The Soup on is ending. And Mythbusters on Discovery. I actually liked Mythbusters. Were there any of those that you watched?
The only one I've ever watched was
Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
I know you can't even say it because they were busting myths.
Yes.
Did you watch any of those?
No.
Me neither.
So I gotta say truthfully,
I didn't watch Myth. I may have watched it a couple of times, but that's pretty much it.
You know what I was afraid you were gonna say? I have to admit, I haven't seen it, but everyone keeps telling me. I think it's Netflix where they have a show called Mozart in the Jungle, and it's about a symphony orchestra. Well, anyway, all I can tell you is I know the gal who wrote the book that it's based on, and I know some of the people who the characters are modeled after.
Wow.
So I'm kind of afraid to watch the show because I think it might really creep
What's
me
the
out.
name again? I'm looking under the ones that are renewed. What's the name?
Huh? Mozart in the Jungle.
I don't see it, so I don't
it's
know
on
about
Netflix?
that one.
I don't know. It's on one of the alternative kind of places, but all I know is I go out of my way not to watch it because I feel like, oh my God, that might hit too close to home, like way too
Well, I'll
close
tell
to
you
home.
what's renewed, and then let's talk about what your favorite TV shows are, and over the years, how they have changed. What's renewed on Netflix is Between, Black Mirror, Bloodline, BoJack Horseman, DreamWorks Dragons, Grace and Frankie, Happy Valley, House of Cards. I know a lot of people watch House of Cards. I have no idea what it's about, so if you know, maybe you could bring me up to speed. Longmire, Mako Mermaids, Marco Polo, Marvel's Daredevil. I don't even know what this is. Narcos. No, Orange is the New Black, so everybody who was worried about that, well, I'm sure you weren't because you knew it was very popular. Unbreakable, Kimmy Schmidt, Peaky Blinders, Sense8. I don't even know what this stuff is.
A lot of those shows ought to be canceled just in
I don't even
general.
know by the name. I'm like, what is it?
Really?
Okay, well, back to the ones that we may actually know. On NBC, what's been renewed is America's Got Talent, American Ninja Warrior. I like that. Aquarius. I actually watched that. The Blacklist, Blind Spot, The Carmichael Show, The Celebrity Apprentice. Imagine that. Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. I Can Do That. The Night Shift, Running Wild with Bear Grylls. And Late Night with Seth Meyers. They have all been renewed. So, yes, I don't know if we want to really shout out to ABC for this, but 500 Questions, The Bachelorette, it's back. Anyway, BattleBots, Celebrity Family Feud, all right, Steve Harvey. Dancing with the Stars, Mistresses, and Secrets and Lies.
Dancing with the Stars is really popular.
It is.
It is.
People really like that.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
I think they have a nice formula. Because it's engaging. You see the celebrities. You see really big-time dancers. And,
right.
And you have to have some serious talent to go after.
I know. I think
what's
really kind of made it continue is you get to see the background and how they practice and how it leads up to it.
Oh, yeah.
And how when they start, they really have no clue what they're doing. And it gives you a little bit of, hope because you had no idea what you were doing. If you were put in that position, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So is Nielsen going to support our show now?
I don't know.
Nielsen ratings? I think they should be contributing to the ratings.
I think they
here.
should. Shout out to Nielsen.
Terry, what's your favorite show?
7127.
Okay, let's go with two things. Daily, I watch ABC Today Show. I love that.
Uh-huh.
My other favorite show is, second, I guess, would be Melissa Harris Perry on weekends.
Uh-huh.
And then the third would be The Have and the Have-Nots.
Really?
Oh, what are the Have and Have-Nots like? What is that?
It's written by Tyler Perry.
It's
a
OWN.
weekly, it's a weekly show.
I love Tyler Perry.
And it's about this two families prominent in Atlanta, Georgia, that, two families that have money and a family that does not. So a lot of things
when is that on?
That show. It comes on every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
I gotta check
Dun,
that
dun,
out.
dun.
What are your
I've
favorite
actually
shows?
heard a lot about it, but I don't know if I should say it.
Oh, I know it. She's a Bravo girl. She watches all the shows on Bravo. I know it.
It's not.
Yeah, which is your favorite
Crime
housewife
stories.
shows? Admit it.
No.
Admit it. Admit it.
I've said it numerous times on here, and it's so sad.
The Flintstones? What?
It's actually a channel. That's my favorite.
Discovery.
Discovery Channel.
Nope.
Oh.
Planet something.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
National Geographic.
Y'all are being too kind to me right now.
What is
CNN.
it? Oh, I love CNN.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like,
I love CNN.
that's not like your favorite TV show. That's
It is
like
when I get
the
home.
news.
I have to turn it on. I feel like I'm addicted to it.
I know, but that's like the news. I don't really.
What do they do though? How do they addict you? Because if I really sit and think about it, it's the same news that they just recycle over and over again.
All day. Yeah.
But I feel like if I don't have it on, that I'm gonna miss something that's breaking, and I may need to tweet about it.
Well, CNN changed the face of network of news, television news in America. Remember when Ted Turner started it? It changed because it was the first 24-hour news channel.
You know what? I mean, I'm sorry to all the local news channels, but I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I don't watch anything local news because all of it is crime, murder, rape,
bad
burglary.
Streets.
Yep.
Crime. Guns,
rape, burglary. I don't watch it because I'm like,
wait, hold on.
You are what you watch, and that's what you inundate me with. I mean, here's the deal. Be like the news. Can you put a positive story first? At least just put something positive first.
I never do that.
I mean,
they always do.
Something positive first.
Look, I used to be be on television. They always put the good news story at the last 3-minute segment.
Well,
if
can
you
they
look at the
switch that
TV,
around?
they always do some happy news thing at the end.
You would have more watchers, more viewers if you put
I
something
agree.
positive first.
I agree.
I have so many people who don't watch the news anymore and started to read the news because they could bypass that and not have to, basically.
It's depressing. It really is.
By the way,
It
did you see on the local news? It was all over every station that they got the 4 guys, or they have 3 of the 4 guys.
3 of the 4 guys.
From those
Yeah,
restaurants.
looking for the 4
Yes.
Yeah. So
Dun, dun, dun.
that was
They will track
something
you
worth.
down.
I mean, so you have to say local news.
But guess what? I got that on
things.
social media. I didn't have to watch it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if people talking.
And not saying that you don't need to always know stuff, but if I'm interested in it, I want to be able to see it. If I'm not interested in it, I want to be able to.
The other thing about CNN is they've been really smart. They have very interesting personalities.
Yes.
All with different skill sets. Like, that gal who's the lawyer with the blonde hair? If I see her, it's like chalk on a board. I can't stand seeing her. But you put that
Poppy?
guy.
Harlow?
No, but you put that guy. What is it?
Wolf Blitz?
Zachariah Faria. I don't know how to say his name. It's
me neither.
I think
it's Zakib Faria.
Yeah.
Like that.
Or like a whole bunch of other people, and I can't wait to hear what they have to say because I love hearing their perspective.
Their different points of
So
view.
CNN isn't just the same news over and over again. They have an Anderson Cooper show.
They also have Donna Brazile all the time. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Right, that's what they do. Yeah.
Right here from New Orleans. Well, basically Kenner, but we'll take her.
Mm-hmm.
We love her.
Kenner?
She is amazing. That's where she's from.
She's
from
here.
here. Yeah.
Wow,
Love
I didn't
her.
know that.
She's always gives a great point of view. Always has a a different.
She's on the Sunday talk political shows all the time.
Yeah, she's on everything.
Really, yeah, she's really great.
She does the debates and everything. She's really putting Louisiana on the map.
Well,
and
can I
always
tell you what
reaches back.
my 2 favorite shows are?
Yes, what are your
I really
favorite
do
shows?
love CNN, but I wasn't really thinking news shows when
know,
I was
I can't
thinking
help
about it. But I like the show The Good Wife.
Do you?
I also really like this show I've discovered recently called Blue Bloods. It stars Tom Selleck as the chief of police of New York and his whole family.
Really?
And it's very interesting. So those are my 2 favorites
so
right
what
now.
is The Good Wife about? Isn't she an attorney, but her husband cheated on her?
But it's more complicated.
No, I'm saying at least in the initial how it happened,
like it because
how it started.
it's a political show.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Oh, when does it come on?
Well, I don't know, but you know how I work all the time and at night. But I know they have the reruns of it on Sunday night, so that's how I got hooked on it because I can watch it after I'm done working Sunday nights.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Good wife.
Well, if you are a CBS fan, you'll be happy to know that the TV shows that were renewed are The Amazing Race, The Big Bang Theory, Big Brother, The Odd Couple, Person of Interest, Survivor, and Zoo. You know what's really interesting? I think that Fox was really one of those first channels, well, other than MTV, who did, the real life. They did a lot of reality TV. Because if you read these, The Amazing Race, The Big Brother, where people are literally watching you, and they are Big Brother. You can watch them 24/7. You can buy the online stream and watch these people all day.
I don't watch
what else? Okay, you watch people all day. The Amazing Race, where you're watching people, know.
But at least they're doing activities as opposed to Bravo, where it's just all
fighting.
It's unbelievable.
I'm over it. I can't watch it. It's just too much.
Yeah.
And if you are a Fox viewer, well, I know a lot of people are interested in this. Empire is back. Hell's Kitchen is back. Hotel Hell, Master Chef, Scream Queens, The Simpsons, and Bob's Burgers. And last but not least, the CW, The 100, Penn and Teller Fool Us, Whose Line Is It Anyway, HBO Ballers, Game of Thrones, I know a lot of people are waiting for that, Silicon Valley, Togetherness, Veep, The Leftovers, that's their final 3rd season, Girls, their final 6th season, and Lip Sync Battle, Shameless, The Man at the High Castle, Transparent, Better Call Saul, The Walking Dead is back, Fear the Walking Dead, Broad City, Inside Amy Schumer, that should be funny, Homeland is back, Fargo, Ash and Evil, I Am Kate on E, and Younger. TV Land.
I could live without I Am Kate. I think we could delete that one.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Isn't the Veep the one with Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
I don't
as
know.
the vice president?
You're asking the one person
that
doesn't
that's actually
watch
a
TV.
really good show.
Yeah,
I guess
I've
I like
I
like the shows that are about politics. I guess that's true.
Well, we'll have a lot of that conversation when we get back because we're going to discuss the Oscars. We're going to move to TV. From TV to movies, y'all, the Oscars. It's been debated all over. They had Stacey Dash talk about it. You've had Jada Pinkett Smith. Everybody talking about it. So we're going to talk about it as soon as we get back. This is A Good Life. It's Gumbo Talk with the ladies. We'll be right back.
Come on, Toy. You ready to go to the groomers? He loves going to McFaith Feed and Pet Supplies. And today, I get a treat, too, because on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, McFaith has bath specials that include the wash, nail clipping, and ear cleaning. It is by appointment only, and all for $15 to $25, depending on the weight of your fur baby. And after 9 grooms, your 10th groom is free. Visit McFaith's today at 4702 Paris Avenue or call them at 309-2908 to schedule your bath special today. McFaith Feed and Pet Supplies, 309-2908.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
This is attorney Hester Hilliard with the Hilliard Law Firm. Is your home in foreclosure? Does your family or friend have a pending criminal charge and they need a lawyer they can trust? If you have concerns, we have answers. The Hilliard Law Firm offers professional legal representation, and we are here to help you, whether you need assistance with bankruptcy, successions, criminal defense, child support, or child custody. Or maybe you have a situation and you just don't know where to turn. Call the Hilliard Law Firm at 504-729-6133. Our firm is located in the Rivertown Historic District, and we even offer weekend appointments for your convenience. Call us at 504-729-6133.
Do you still smoke? Does your doctor say you should quit? You know you should, but you just can't. You may have tried before and think it's too hard or too expensive, and you're not alone. At Auctioner, we can help. We're offering a free comprehensive program, a risk-free way to stop smoking. If you're a Louisiana resident who has been smoking since before September 1st, 1988, you're eligible for free over-the-counter and prescription medications, plus free office visits with a certified smoking cessation counselor and group counseling sessions. And you don't even have to stop smoking before you come in. At your first visit, we'll discuss your options and best treatment plan. To sign up and learn more about the Auctioner Smoking Cessation Clinic or find a convenient location, go to auctioner.org/quit.
Grammy Award-winning musician Irvin Mayfield and the New Orleans Jazz Orchestra will premiere Mayfield's original composition, Blank Lives Matter, at the People's Health New Orleans Jazz Market from Thursday, January 21st through Saturday, January 23rd. Blank Lives Matter asks whether the need to identify whose lives matter, especially when it's black, reflects our hesitancy to conversations involving race. The suite will consist of 12 tone poems, each focused on a specific person or topic. A tone poem is a piece of orchestral music that illustrates or evokes the content of a story, piece of art, or other idea. Join me on January 21st through the 23rd for Blank Lives Matter, a new commissioned work by Irvin Mayfield and the New Orleans Jazz Orchestra. Reserve your tickets at eventbrite.com or visit www.thenojo.com. That's www.thenojo.com.
Gentili Italian Pies, home to the $5 Family Happy Hour. Specials on pizza, wings, and drinks, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Gentili Italian Pie does fresh for the entire family. Salads, pizza, pasta, wings, and oven-baked sandwiches. Gentili Italian Pie offers lunch and dinner in a new, modern atmosphere surrounded by big screen TVs. Dine in or carry out by calling 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. Relax. Have a drink from the fully stocked bar or beer on tap while your order is made from the freshest ingredients. Gentili Italian Pie, 4706 Paris Avenue, is home where everybody knows your name. So bring the family to Paris and Marabou for the $5 Family Happy Hour, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Gentili Italian Pie. Dine in or carry out, 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. You gotta try the pie. That's the original Italian pie, located at Paris and Marabou in Gentili.
Listen to WBOK 1230 AM anywhere in the world. Live at www.wbok1230am.com. WBOK 1230 AM, talk radio in New Orleans.
Good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We're here on Gumbo Talk Thursday with the ladies. We're here to open your mind. We have talked about all kinds of stuff today, everything that's going on in the world. We talked about TV. Now let's really get to the nitty-gritty of the conversation that is all over television, radio, social media. It is the Oscar nominations. Last week's Oscar nominations have sparked outrage for their lack of diversity, with 0 non-white nominees in the acting categories for the second year in a row. An analysis of the full 92-year history of the Academy Awards shows that Hollywood's highest honors have lagged the population on issues of race and representation. In all, 6.7% of acting nominations of the total 1,668 since the awards began in 1929 have gone to non-white actors. Isolating for the past 25 years, only 62 actors, which equals about 12.4% of the total, were non-white. So, this year's lack of diversity has led Oscar-nominated director Spike Lee and actress Jada Pinkett Smith to promise to boycott the ceremony. Tyrese has also spoken out, and there is pressure on Chris Rock to refuse to host the event. So what do you all think about the Oscars? Where do you weigh in on this situation? And I'm going to give you the other side of the coin before I actually let you delve into that. Because the other side of the coin is Stacey Dash is a Fox and News contributor. And she said that she thinks it's ludicrous because we have to make up our minds. Either we want to have segregation or integration. And if we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you're only awarded if you're black. And if it were the other way around, we would be up in arms. It's a double standard, she says. So these are two different sides of, these are two different sides of the spectrum. And that unleashed a social media storm on her yesterday, which was actually her birthday. And actually BET actually responded, putting a picture of her from one of their TV shows and say, you're going to give our check back or not?
Well, that's not really the point. I mean, I think she does have a point. I have to say, I really do. The person who's the head of, what is it, the name of the organization that the Oscars are the parent of? is it the movie? What is the name of the organization that the Oscars are part of? Whatever that is, that motion.
BET is owned by.
Is it like the Motion Picture Association or whatever it is? The person who's the head of it is an African American woman. Mm-hmm. You know that?
Yes, she is.
She is. And in the past, there have been plenty of African Americans and other people, all sorts of people, who have won awards. And I read this commentary that said it just happens to be in the last 2 years that there weren't a lot of people of color. Right, but in the past, there certainly haven't. There's certainly been. They cited lots of movies where black actors had been given Oscars. Right. So I think the point is well taken. I have to say, as somebody who's not black, I don't understand why BET is allowed to do that. That is true.
Well, why do they have a country music television station? People who like country music.
Yeah, but that's not a race. Country music is a type of music. Black is for only black people.
But they also highlight. Other people of different colors, their achievements as well. It's not just black, even though it is on the BET.
But it's primarily. It's and there's nothing wrong. It's just that I think she's right though in saying that there's a double standard. That's my point. I have no problem if you want to have BET awards, but I don't take it the same way that you all do as African American women. I don't take it the same way.
And I'm going to quote the Academy President, since we were speaking about, because she is African American. Academy President Cheryl Boone Isaacs has even weighed in on the controversy, saying that she is heartbroken and frustrated at the lack of diversity in this year's nominations. She said in the coming days and weeks that they will discuss a review of their membership recruitment in order to bring about much-needed diversity in their 2016 class and beyond. So it's really, just like you said, and Lupita Nyong'o referenced that there was an unconscious president that could refer to the Academy's voting body, which is how you get all of the, nominations. And she said, which the voting body is 94% white and 76% male as of 2013. So the average age of the Academy member is 63. Which figures like that, it's not hard to see the validity in the voting. Exactly. So you have to go back to who is actually voting. And so if the people who are voting on a representation of all of the actors and actresses, how are you going to get the nominations to be a reflection of that? So it really goes back to the voting body.
Exactly. And if you want to make any changes in that area, then you look at what the selection process is for the movies that are awarded. And the selection process has a makeup of that, first age. That knocks out a lot of the movies that African Americans are involved in because it's very,
stereotypical, right. Well, if your average age of an Academy member is 63, I mean, what you prefer at 63 and what I prefer at 37 are
totally different.
Probably two different things. Right. And if the majority of your membership is is a 63-year-old male Caucasian, their views are going to be different.
Even if you take the Caucasian out of it,
63% male, yeah.
If you just say it's predominantly men and it's predominantly men over the age of 60, then it makes sense that what they're attracted to artistically is going to be different, as opposed to it being a biased thing. That's my problem with it. It's not a biased thing.
It's
just
not.
like
it's not.
Terry and I naturally like certain things. You know what I mean? We're in a different age group than you, so we're going to be attracted to certain things.
I always like to point that out.
I know you do. That's why I'm volunteering. That's why I'm going right for it. I'm being preemptive here. But I'm just saying I don't find that to be a prejudicial thing. I just find that to be the natural attraction. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That a 60-year-old guy isn't going to like a chick flick, right? They're not going to like. There aren't going to be probably deep emotional movies. You know what I mean? I don't know. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to be stereotyped then. But I'm just saying the odds are they're going to be attracted and think movies that they like are going to be better than others. So I don't find it to be a bias. That's my problem with it.
And we talk about this all the time on The Good Life. Exposure is the difference. And what they were exposed to as the average 63-year-old man, what they were exposed to in their lifetime is different than what the younger generation was exposed to. So how can they vote on the populace if they've only been exposed to one certain thing? You need to have a voting committee who has been exposed to more things so that your nominations can reflect different walks of life.
Right. Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
And as for Jamie Foxx, just let me give my opinion on that.
Chris Rock.
I keep saying Jamie Foxx.
I know you have Jamie Foxx on
my mind because I was watching
he is handsome
the
now.
news.
Okay.
Well, no, it was because him being that saving that kid, pulling him from the car, and I think just
which was absolutely
amazing. But I don't think that Chris Rock should, not do the show. I think he should do it. I think it's an honor. It'll bring a lot of credibility to him. I think he's a fine actor. And to have the honor of being, to host a show, host it. Set your differences aside and do what you are professionally known to do.
I think there's a flip part of this. Don't you think that there was some type of contractual agreement as well?
With him? For him?
I mean,
Sure.
That he's not the contract to do it?
Would there be, some type of injunction or something put against him because he doesn't do it?
I'm sure.
Or is he able to make the statement and then just take the penalty?
Well, here's the thing. But I don't. I think he should do it.
I don't.
It's not about an injunction or money or anything. I believe they asked him to do it because they thought he was like the best person to do it, and he should do it.
I think it's an honor to be asked to host that show. How many actors or actresses want to be given that honor? Many. Right. How many are given it? Not,
hardly
not everybody.
Any.
Right. So do it and represent the African Americans that are actors like yourself when you host a show.
Well, we have some views from our callers. We have line 3. Henry's on line 3. Welcome to the Good Life on Gumbo Talk. Henry.
Well, thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely.
Let me say that apparently the other lady on the show doesn't understand bias and doesn't understand white privilege. There's an article, may have been in the New York Times or somewhere else recently, where a white guy discussed white privilege and how whites really don't understand it and don't recognize it. And when you think about the history of the motion picture industry and the history of organizations, and the need for programs or networks like BET, because African Americans and other people of color were being ignored in the mass media and put to the side, and unless you were Hattie McDaniels playing a maid, that was the only way you would get recognized by the Academy. Which is overwhelmingly white and overwhelmingly male and overwhelmingly over the age of 60. And, your co-host just doesn't seem to understand the difference between racism, prejudice, and inclusion. BET is an inclusive network if you actually pay attention and watch the programs. And organizations, like the NAACP and other organizations that were historically accused by whites of being racist organizations, actually were co-founded by whites and blacks, and for the purpose of inclusion. And so it's not uncommon, your co-host's failure to grasp that and understand it is a common phenomenon in the white community. It's like, why do you need this? Why do you need your own networks? Why do you need your own organizations? Well, it's not about your own organizations. It's about organizations that include you and me and are willing to project positive images about African Americans, which a lot of these others are not willing to do. Denzel Washington got an Academy Award for playing a violent, crooked policeman who was murdering people, but didn't get an Academy Award for playing a Civil War soldier in Glory.
Right.
He was nominated but didn't win. But he won for Training Day.
Right.
So
and
a lot
Henry,
of
that's
times
exactly
the
the
roles and the images that African Americans end up playing, for which they get awards, even in the white media, are violent roles or playing, prostitutes if they're women, or drug addicts and things of that nature. And nothing wrong with the performances, but sometimes you want to have, positive images projected, which is what, the BET Awards try to do and what some other award shows try to do. And your co-host's lack of understanding is not uncommon. It's just the way a lot of whites view things. Like, well, what's the problem? I don't see any prejudice. Well, I guess you don't.
Well, thank you so much, Henry, for your call. And that's exactly why we have these conversations. Because if we don't have these conversations, we can't open anyone's mind to living differently in the world. So thank you so much for your call. We're going to close out the show today, and I want to close it out.
One comment before. And what he said is the reason why we have bunch ball and Zulu ball. The same reason. Think about that, folks.
Think about it. And I want to go out on this quote by James Baldwin. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. And that's the good life, y'all. Open your mind. Make sure you stay tuned tomorrow because Irvin Mayfield will be here on The Good Life Friday with me. We'll be really getting in depth and seeing what the good life looks like to him. So make sure you tune in. This is Eileen. I'll see you tomorrow.